In this video, you'll learn exactly what Redis is and why it's so powerful. We'll also build a real example using Python, Oracle, and Redis, so you can feel just how fast Redis really is in action. Imagine you have a Python application that constantly connects to a database to fetch data, maybe hundreds, even hundreds of thousands of times. That can get really slow if you don't use caching. But what if we do this? The first time we fetch a piece of data, we get it from the database, and at the same time store it in Redis cache. The next time someone requests the same data, we simply read it from Redis instead of hitting the database again. How amazing would that be? Because Redis is always faster than the database, and today we're going to see that in practice with a real example. Before we start, we need Docker. Docker is a platform that allows us to run applications inside isolated containers, which makes setup and deployment really easy. You can install Docker from their official website, and I've also included a link in the description to a video showing exactly how to install Docker step by step. Once Docker is installed, we can run our Redis server in a container. You can start a Redis server with Docker using this simple command. This command pulls the official Redis image from Docker Hub if not already downloaded. It creates and starts a new container named myRedis. It maps port 6379 inside the container to port 6379 on your host machine. The -d option runs the container in the background, detached mode. The installation is complete, and thanks to Docker Desktop, we can check whether the Redis server is running. The Redis server is running, but is there a GUI application for Redis like Docker Desktop? Of course there is. It's called Redis Insight. Redis Insight is a desktop application that allows us to visualize and manage our Redis server. You can download it from the official Redis website and follow the setup wizard to connect it to your Redis server. With Redis Insight, you'll be able to see all the keys and values we store in Redis, which makes it much easier to understand what's happening behind the scenes. After downloading Redis Insight, add the Redis server we're running with Docker. Adding it is very simple. Click Add Database and complete the setup. Now that our Redis server is up and running and we have Redis Insight ready, it's time to jump into Python. We'll write a small program that connects to Oracle, fetches some data, and caches it in Redis. Then we'll see the performance difference between hitting the database versus reading from Redis cache. Before running this code, you need to install some Python modules. You can do this easily using pip install commands. I'm not running it again because I've already executed the command before. Once the necessary modules are installed, let's break down what this code does. First, we establish a connection to Redis, which will act as our caching layer and also connect to an Oracle database. In our Oracle database, there is an employees table containing around 19,000 records. All of our performance testing will be done using this table. Let's get back to the Python code. The main function here is getScoreEmail, which takes a first name as input. When called, it first constructs a key for Redis based on the first name. It then checks Redis to see if the email is already cached. If a cached value exists, it measures how fast it retrieves it and returns the email immediately. This is called a cache hit. If Redis does not have the data, the function queries the Oracle database, measures the time taken to fetch the record, and then stores the result in Redis for 60 seconds for future requests. This is called a cache miss. To demonstrate the performance difference, the code calls getEmail twice with the same first name. On the first call, Redis has no cache data, so the query goes to the database, taking approximately 0.0024 seconds. On the second call, the email is retrieved directly from Redis, bypassing the database, and only takes around 0.0018 seconds. You can also open Redis Insight to visually confirm that the data is cached. If you delete the cached data and run the test again, you'll see slightly different times. For example, the first call may take 0.017 seconds, and the second call 0.0014 seconds. As the number of records in your database grows, the performance difference between a cache hit and a database query becomes even more significant. In this video, you've learned what Redis caching is, its advantages, and how to use it with Python and Oracle. For more Python tutorials, check out the courses section, where you'll find many free Python lessons. You can also support us by joining our YouTube channel and subscribing. Keep learning.